The use of various audio recording devices are quickly becoming very important to students who are hearing impaired, as teachers can now record their voices and put the recording online or put them somewhere where students could access them quickly. Wheelchairs are another way for students to move around and get to class so they could learn an everyday class with every other student. There's multiple types of wheelchairs they can use today are no longer just standard uniform. They will adapt to the student's height or a wheelchair so that it makes it easy for a student to pull up to the desk and just adjust the height so they can take notes and do their work in a regular class setting. Hearing aids are great for students who have not lost their full ability to hear, as they could hone in on lessons by teachers or their classmates and to help them out with the lesson that's going on. For students that are fully deaf, you can bring in somebody to sign to them, or you can get technology now that'll put exactly what the teacher says on the board and they can just read it as you go, just as TVs do nowadays. Probably the most important piece of technology are iPads, computers, and laptops for students to access UDL technology, and that makes everything right in front of them at the palm of their hands, and they can work on it in class at the same time and do so much more as technology keeps advancing today. On these iPads or computers, a program like Google Translate is quickly becoming widely used, as this gives students who have issues speaking that dominant language in that community an ability to translate everything that the teacher says so they can understand it in their own language, so it's easier for the student and the teacher to understand. Newer technology is being created every single day. It's technology like Google Glasses, where you could access the internet just by wearing these glasses and using voice commands, are going to become the new future of education and various other school-related issues, where the student now could watch a lecture going on with the teacher not even being in the classroom if need be, and so much more.
My focus for UDL Assistive Technologies will be that on dictation programs and how they can be used to help and aid the visually impaired. I am currently on a MacBook Pro running the latest version of the software. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner of my screen, there is a small microphone symbol in a little window. And as you can see, as I talk, the microphone is picking up my voice. This is the default built-in dictation software that comes built in to all MacBook Pros. I will now give it a command in order to demonstrate its abilities. The first will be a simple command to open up a program. Switch to Pages. And as you can see, above the microphone, a small bubble appeared that switched to Pages. Pages is the word processing program for Macs. I will now give the dictation program several more commands. Click File menu. Click New. Click Choose. And as you can see, the dictation program has now successfully opened a new blank word processing document and is now dictating what I say. Period. This can be extremely useful for those visually impaired that require assistance in using technology such as a laptop. Select all text. As you can see, this dictation software is not 100% accurate. There are more sophisticated dictation programs out there, one example being Dragon Dictation. However, for free built-in software, this dictation can be extremely useful. in many instances in the classroom. A teacher could record themselves talking with this and have the text appear on screen as an additional medium for students to follow along with. I apologize for the lag between my voice and the text as my computer is a little slow. Quit pages. So as you can see, this dictation software can be extremely useful if used in proper and correct ways in order to enable students, those of visually impaired, and this can also be used in particular with what Derek has mentioned earlier, with translation software, as you can dictate into programs such as Google Translate, and it can translate on the fly.
I want to talk about a assistive technology that can be used in a biology classroom. It can be used on a smartboard and is very interactive. It's to show the usefulness and attractiveness of virtual dissections in the classroom. It's provided by the following website: Frogat's Virtual Dissections. This software is accessible online at this website and is as a demo version, and you can also get the full package. It costs about $400 per year, and the software download costs $300 per year. This product allows students to learn and inquire through interactive and high quality modules and experiences about the anatomy and physiology of animals, such as the frog, a starfish, a squid, and much more, while having access to other science topics such as genetics. Since the modules are virtual, there's no mess, there's no smell, which students often find offensive with real specimens soaked in formalin or alcohol, and safety concerns associated with real dissections that the students and teachers have to deal with. This all does not become a problem anymore. The scientific and technological skills and attitudes are also satisfied by the curriculum. So in this website, you can find under products, you go to mobile, and under dissections, you have several apps or several softwares that you can download, and you can use it as an interactive way to teach your students on the smartboard. As I mentioned earlier, this application can be purchased and can be used on the smartboard. So a teacher would lead a discussion, but also it's the possibility of getting this application through an app so that you can use it on an iPad. The benefit of this is that each student could have an iPad in front of them and could do these virtual dissections themselves. So it's more interactive instead of one teacher standing in front of the room and explaining it. The intent of this short presentation is to provide other educators with the knowledge that such a set of modules exists at a low cost relative to the purchase and utilization of real specimens. This product is intended to provide upper-level biology educators with high-quality alternative to the messy, smelly, and dangerous aspects of real dissections that often take place in senior-level biology courses. Another great feature of this product is the inclusive and accommodating nature of the virtual dissections for students who become queasy and or grossed out by real dissections. The content of the product is easily accessible to students both at school and at home, which would allow for adequate and accurate review of the material for study purposes. This product is accessible, and its accessibility allows for assessment for learning and assessment as learning. Overall, my personal opinion about this product is very high, and I think this is a very good example of an assistive technology that can be used in a classroom.